This week, we're going to be focusing on a specific beer style, the Imperial IPA. So gird your loins, people. This is going to be a big, brassy, ballsy beer Atlantic. Alliteration. The India Pale Ale, one of the most recognizable craft beer styles. Known for their intense hop character, they are widely regarded, widely brewed, and widely imbibed. You see, we learned something whenever we first started using hops to make beer. Hops are a natural preservative, and so the Burton brewers in the early 19th century would ship their kegs to the distant parts of the British Empire, and so they would cram obscene amounts of hops in their kegs to make sure that the beer made the journey. Hence was born the India Pale Ale. Well, that's the story. The truth of the matter is it had a lot more to do with trade relations between Russia and England than it did with India. But I'm not going to let the truth get in the way of a good story. Besides, we're not here to talk about the IPA. We're here to tackle its bigger, angry drunk brother, the Imperial IPA. Actually, it's more likely I'm going to try to tackle it, but bounce off his jersey, get stepped on as it sacks my quarterback. Double IPAs are an aggressive beer style. Arguably, one of the most aggressive styles you could readily find in a bottle shop. These things are IPAs cranked up to 11. They're brassy and bold and full of hops and blasphemy. They do not care about your feelings. They do not respect your personal space. They will ram their hop intensity down your gullet without regard for your physical or mental well-being. Much like an India Pale Ale, the double IPA will showcase the hop aroma, flavor, and bitterness of any hop combination that the brewer decides to assault you with. Unlike the IPA, they require a very strong malt backbone to balance the face-melting IBUs, which can lead to an intense cloying sweetness if it's not balanced. But when they are balanced, it could be nirvana in a glass. So to showcase the Mid-Atlantic's best of the best double IPAs, I've selected 4 from Pennsylvania, Maryland, and Delaware to go head-to-head in gladiatorial combat. It's gonna be a bloodletting. The first contestant in our double IPA throwdown is the Hop Ranch from Victory Brewing Company in Downingtown, Pennsylvania. Balance is the name of the game for the Victory Hop Ranch. It's a very exquisite nose, floral, sweet, both working in concert. Lots of alcohol warming, but we're expecting that in a beer this big. Overall, I'm very impressed. Not tarry, not acrid, not jagged. It's smooth, it's warming, it's delightful. Our second beer, the famous 90-minute IPA by Dogfish Head in Milford, Delaware. Now this is a notorious beer, famous worldwide thanks to the marketing department at Dogfish Head. It's darker than the Hop Ranch, obviously, and the malt agrees. Much more caramel and a little sweeter, but you're not giving up on the bitterness. There's tons of hops, and Calagione wouldn't have it any other way. It's bright, brighter than the Hop Ranch, with a little bit of a zing that gets you in the corners. That's the alcohol and a little more carbonation talking, but it's definitely still a masterpiece. Next up is Serum by Duclaw Brewing Company in Baltimore, Maryland. We're in a very similar color as the 90-minute from Dogfish Head. The thing that Serum does is bowl you over with arguably the heaviest hop presence of any of these beers. The nose is incredibly sweet, almost like candy. Yep, Duclaw is notorious for having the restraint that God gave a rabid wolverine, when it comes to hops especially. And in Serum, you're going to get a lot of IBUs. Unfortunately, you're losing a little bit of the hop character. As with the Hop Ranch from Victory, you get a lot more of that floral essence, in the nose especially. With the Duclaw, unfortunately, you get a lot of the tarry alpha acids, which can get kind of jagged in the late sip. And our last contestant, The Truth, by Flying Dog out of Frederick, Maryland. So, confession time. The Truth is my hometown beer here in Frederick. I almost didn't do this beer for fear that I would be biased, but on the other hand, I really wanted to see how it would go up against these others. In the color, we are in the middle ground. It has a very caramelly aroma with a bit of a cracker quality. Now the hop combination here is really unique. It's sweet, floral, zesty, and piney, rather like a Cali Common. On the first sip, you really get that depth of earthy hop flavor. The malt, on the other hand, goes away in a big hurry and lets the hops sit up and shine. What I really like about the Truth is that it finishes clean. You get the warming, but it doesn't build up. It gets off your tongue, and it's moreish and very smooth. You would never imagine the alcohol that's in this beer. A very well-made double IPA. So, final verdict. Let's recap. You have Victory's Hop Ranch, which is light and bright, with lots of fruitiness and an airiness that you don't expect. You have Dogfish Head's 90 Minute, which is just a tremendous interpretation of the style. It's bulletproof. You have Duclaw's Syrup, which is balls out braggadocio, but maybe a little hard. And then you get Flying Dog's The Truth, which is a piquant little thing that showcases perhaps some earthier notes than you usually see in these styles. So how do you pick a winner? As much as I like the Victory Hop Ranch for its lightness, and as much as my heart stays in Frederick, I'm afraid I'm going to have to give the winner to Dogfish Head 90 Minute. It's just so well made. It's an industry standard, it has been for years, and I don't see Sam Calagione stopping anytime soon. I'm still drinking this Truth though. Thanks for watching this week, and we'll see you next week on the Beer Atlantic.